Hello, welcome to another immigration art video. My name is Art Serratelli. We are a full service law group. No matter what question you have, we'll have an answer. Give us a call. Today's video is about what happens if you're a U.S. citizen and you're in love with someone born overseas and your international significant other would like to come to America and you're thinking about getting married. Well, I'm not going to go into all the details today. There are four choices, and each one of these things could be its own video. But for right now, what's the strategy? What's the strategy? What are the four things you need to know if you have a significant other that you're in love with and that person is overseas and that person was born in another country? Well, here we go. You have essentially four choices to get that person into the United States. The first choice is simply go overseas, marry the person if you're really in love, and then do a immigrant visa, a CR1, at the United States Embassy in the country where your significant other, now married spouse, lives, which then allows your significant other as a married person to enter as an immigrant. They stamp the visa at the border, and that becomes the green card, and then they'll mail you a green card. That's one case. Number two, you could go overseas to visit your significant other and get married overseas, but don't apply for an immigrant visa. Do not apply for an immigrant visa. You apply instead for a K3. A K3 is a temporary visa, and it allows you to enter the United States for one purpose. It allows you to enter the United States as a spouse of a United States citizen, and as a spouse of a United States citizen, you're entering for the purpose of filing green card papers. You file an entire green card case when you get here, and then the green card will be mailed to you based on a normal process of a marriage case as executed in the United States of America. I have a whole marriage case video on the Immigration Art video channel. In effect, the K3 is two cases. It's two cases. It is a visa case at the embassy to get the K3 visa, and then once you arrive as a K3, you must then file a marriage case in the United States. The third choice you have is simply filing in America while your significant other is overseas. You file in America the K1 Fiance case. Now, this is bringing over your significant other as a fiance. As a fiance, you're not married. K1 is different because you're not married. In the immigrant visa, CR1, you are married, and it's one case at the embassy. For the K3, it's two cases, one at the embassy, and then the green card case in America, and you're married. But the K1, you're not married, and you're asking for a visa, a temporary visa, to let your significant other into America for one purpose: to marry you within 90 days and then to file a green card case, just like in the K3. The K1 and the K3 allow you to file the green card case in America. But before you can do that, you need to get to America, and the K1 brings a fiance here to get married and file for a green card. The K3 brings a spouse to America with a K3 visa for the sole purpose of then filing for a green card case. So the K, any visa that starts with K is double the work. Double the work. You got to go through the embassy, and then when you get to America, either as a K3 spouse or a K1 fiance, once you get to America, then you have to do the green card case from the beginning. It's two cases, the embassy and then the green card. Now, what's the fourth choice? The fourth choice is also only one case, just like, are you ready? Just like the CR1 immigrant visa. But what's the difference? The last choice is if you're in love, but you're not sure you're going to get married. You're not sure. You're just coming to visit. You visit each other. So how does this work? Well, if you're in love with your significant other and your significant other shows up in America to visit you and then leaves and you go visit the significant other overseas and you're in love and you visit and come back and you've got a pattern of visiting each other and coming back and you're not certain you're going to get married, well, you keep visiting each other. If, however, upon the most recent visit into America, your significant other and you decide, hey, you know what? We're in love. What are we waiting for? Just let's get married in America. If you get married in America and decide to get married in America after you arrive, then you just do one case. You do one marriage case inside America. But there's something called border entry fraud. Border entry fraud is bad. So we better know what that is. What is border entry fraud? You show up at the border and you say, I'm coming to visit, I'm coming to visit, I'm coming to visit. You come in to visit, but then within the first 30 days, there's a rule. There's a rule that says if you come to America and within the first month, if you do anything contrary to what you declared at the border, then what you declared at the border must have been a lie. It must have been a fraudulent representation. So, if you come in as a visitor, and within the first month you get married, when you go to your marriage case interview, the government's going to say, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. You entered as a visitor, and then the next week you got married, and then you applied for a green card. Are you trying to tell me that you didn't know you entered as a visitor, but you really were coming here to get married? If you did that within a week of entering, getting married, and you entered as a visitor, then you lied at the border. By law, I don't even care what you were really thinking. The law says you lied. Why? Because if you do anything within the first 30 days of entry that's inconsistent with visiting, what does a visitor do? A visitor visits and goes home. What did you do? You visited, stayed for a week, and got married, and then filed for a green card. A visitor doesn't file for a green card. A visitor visits and goes home. So, if you visit and you're in love and you decide during the visit to get married and you wait and you think, you know what? This is real. This is real love. I'm not going to get any better than this. I mean, look at me. I got married. Look at me. Somebody on earth married me. See this? See this? I got married. So, if you figure out during a visit that you're lucky, oh so lucky to have found someone to marry you, and you decide and they decide during the visit, yep, we're getting married, then get married. But don't do it in the first month. Don't do it in the first month. One more time, don't do it in the first month. Wait 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Don't do it in the first month. And there you have it. Those are your choices. We could talk more about the details in further videos yet to come, but here I am, and Mara is here. Mara and I are standing by to answer your questions, so please send us questions by email or give us a call, and we'll get your question and we'll offer answers.